Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Jack DELLA!
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with round 1, featuring Perth, Western Australia's Jack DELLA MADDALENA. You know what he can do with his jab. Undeniable death touch power in both hands.
That was a big check.
Oh, beautiful jab from Nate Diaz. If he gets that weapon going early, could be trouble.
Yeah, he starts touching with the jab over and over again, and then when he starts to let that right hand fly, we start to see real big reactions from his opponent.
Able to connect with a beautiful jab.
Real nice body control.
So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight.
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attacks. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he got him hurt very badly.
All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard. But he jumped guillotine right away.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Diaz getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Effective punch there by Diaz. He's in real trouble now. So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. Oh, huge hook.
Got hurt again.
2 minutes to go in round 1. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
So 40 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Diaz's eye is closing up. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, big left hook there.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Nice body shot.
45 seconds to go here. Both fighters throwing the heat now.
Oh, you hurt him again.
Oh! Massive kick to the head.
Forward, forward, forward. This is such a crazy fight. That's how you control the fight. Fight behind the jab.
All right, take your time, relax, breathe. Move and relax for me.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. The previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Here we go, kid.
He's got to put going down. Oh, nice right hand.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Well, we got a lot of... Oh, big diving punch lands up top. Oh, big shots raining down.
Posture and punch.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Diaz is trying for a submission here. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Good work from the top here by Diaz. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first.
That was nice.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the middle. Gets back to his feet. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Diaz is in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, he's back up again. You got to like that. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 2. Strike right there. I'm not sure how
Takes a massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, big left. Diaz's strike attempt there is blocked. All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now, but if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Inside leg kick for Diaz.
Great defense on this play there. Oh, nice.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
And his chin tested early. 30 seconds to go in round 2. Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's gonna have to bring in the in swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
Final seconds here of round 2. So the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. All right, then a left. Diaz is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighter. They have been matched at every single
time. These ground strikes are just brutal.
Oh, he's spraying blood now. Holy smokes.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. All these actions, though, these big actions, gotta wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd maybe jumped, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
3 minutes to go in round 3. Diaz is tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time. And you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim. Well, that swelling is getting out of control. To that end, you see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You got to check on it. You got to make sure that this fighter is able to continue.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on his shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance. And as a fighter, that's all you can ask for.
And you know fans don't like doctor stoppages, so they are thrilled.
They start booing. And sometimes guys' eye is hanging off the side of his head.
Stay relaxed.
All right, well, time is the enemy. Oh! I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, we go inside the octagon now where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nate Diaz.
All right, so Nate Diaz added to his legend in a big way here tonight and really showing you, DC, that he can still compete and beat the very best fighters in this division.
Every time he steps into the octagon, he's very prepared to get the job done tonight. He did exactly that. Phenomenal boxing, high pace and pressure. Great win for Nate.